Coming up on Tomahawk Talk, the Bourne Braves broadcast crew is going to recap yesterday's win 8-2 over the Orleans Firebirds, and we're going to preview today's game against the Falmouth Commodores here at Doran Park. We're going to speak with Nate Laird, our Bourne Braves beat reporter. Casey got an interview with field manager Scott Landers, and I'll be speaking with Garrett Michelle. It's the Tomahawk Talk, and it starts right now.
Left field, back on it to left fielder Process. It drops before the wall. Cooney scores. Shifts it from third. Around, touches home, and the Bourne Braves have the lead.
Welcome into the Tomahawk Talk. I'm the sideline reporter, Cadence Kilhoff, alongside play-by-play broadcasters Devin Jarvis and Casey Kasliner. Guys, a crazy 8-2 win for the Bravos yesterday. I feel like they're starting to finally find an offensive groove.
Yeah, it was a frustrating game to start. Casey Uper was nails for the Orleans Firebirds, and the Braves struggled with the strikeout, 14 of those on the day, but they hit when they needed to. They got the offense flowing in the middle of the game. We saw the same thing against Hyannis, and a really impressive debut for Derek Pitts defensively in right field to gun down a runner at the plate. Just a lot of positive things to take away. Andrew Costello getting a home run against the win. That's the type of win you kind of come out of when you have an off day the day before and you really feel good about going into back at home having a game against Falmouth.
This offense has started to be kind of a slow burn as we've continued to see them develop. We saw them against Harwich a little bit slower. Hyannis even starts dry, and then they explode later in the game. That's exactly what we had today. Really good starting pitching from both sides, yesterday. And then as the game went on, Bourne found their footing, and that's really important too. You want the entire roster to perform like they did yesterday. Andrew Costello with a really good one. He just hit the transfer portal and found a new home in South Carolina, which should be pretty interesting. Good for him. Congratulations. And yeah, I think it's a really interesting season that we've seen from the Braves so far, but they're top of the league in both pitching and in their offense. So it's really performing well for them to this point. Top of the West too.
And before we get too much into that, let's recap yesterday's win with our highlights. Both Jaden Alba and Casey Uper did great jobs on the bump. Not a single run was scored until an Andrew Costello home run, his first of the season. The whole ballpark thought it was a robbery, but the Firebirds just couldn't get a hold of it. And then the game went scoreless again until the 7th. Bourne just extending the lead to 3 with an RBI single and a wild pitch. And then finally, the Firebirds decide to respond with a 2 RBI home run from Tyler Myatt in pretty much the same exact spot as Andrew Costello. And at the very last minute, it's a brand new ball game. But that's about as close as Orleans gets to winning this game. In the 8th, the Braves score 5 insurance runs, one of them being a Blake Schaff single to score Luke Costello. And then there's another wild pitch on the day that happens right afterwards that helps Cal Sefcik cross home for the final tally of the game. The Braves win their second consecutive game 8-2, and Andrew Costello with his best game of the season offensively and defensively, and Jaden Alba showing out on the mound. I spoke with him after the game, and he said that he was using the fastball to start and end and mixing other pitches in between. Alba actually pitched in relief in Game 1, guys, and he told me that that helped him get his jitters out for his first start of the season.
Oftentimes we see that from these Bourne and overall Cape League pitchers. They need one performance before they can go out there and pitch their best. We saw it last year with a couple guys, Folger Boaz being one of them. Only pitched a third of an inning in his first start, allowed 4 runs, and then followed that up with great performances for the rest of the season. So when you have these players who can come in, settle in just a little bit, Madden Clement, the starter today, going to have something similar as he came in relief against Chatham on Saturday. You get that warm-up, and then you get to kind of find your footing as a starter in this team. Really good to see Alba go out there, especially considering his relief performance wasn't the most impressive. This was far more impressive. You could argue the best start Bourne has had for a player going 5 innings with no runs. Bowie, 4 innings, no runs. You'll take the 5.
And that's what makes me so excited to see Madden Clement, because I'd argue his relief performance against Chatham last Saturday was the best relief performance we've seen all season by a Bourne pitcher. He struck out 4 Chatham hitters in just 2 innings of work, able to really set the tone at the end of the game, and in a moment where Bourne needed to hold just a 4-run lead. I'm really excited to see where he comes and where he goes in his first start of the season.
And on the position player side, guys, how about Derek Pitts with his first ever game with the Bravos? He had an amazing throw at the end of the game there. And then that Cal Sefcik diving catch to help the Bravos again.
Great to see the defense, and for a guy like Derek Pitts to really make an impact in his first game was huge. Struggled with the contact a little bit, a lot of swing and miss in there, but did find himself a hit. And on top of that, that throw from right field was the best throw we've seen all season from any game that Bourne has been a part of. Defensive play overall, I think that takes the #1 spot.
Yeah, Lou Costello at third as well made an error in the 9th inning, but then gets the game-sealing unassisted double play on the lineout. I think the defense on Bourne is just a testament to Scott Landers and his approach to fundamentals. Pitching and defense has been really strong this season.
And back to that Derek Pitts throw, actually, there was a new catcher at the plate too, Bryce Estep. So it was nice to see two new players that just got here on the Cape already have that kind of chemistry.
The opponent today, though, Falmouth, they faced off against the red-hot Harwich team that hasn't lost a game since opening day to the undefeated YD Red Sox. Let's take things over to Gov Fuller Field, where we have the highlights for you from yesterday's game. Harwich has been the top offense on the Cape through 5 games, and they show why in top 1. Double steal from first and third, and it's like the old Geico commercial. You gotta be quicker than that, Falmouth. Smolinski out at second, but Julio Solier comes home from third to give the Mariners the early 1-0 lead. Falmouth haven't been too bad themselves either. Still down by a run in the bottom of the third, and Ty Countess singles to advance Ben Teacher to third. A chance to tie it now with runners on 1 and 3 for Gavin Greger as he steps up and rifles one to right field. But how about this run-saving web gem by Colin Larson? Keeps the game in Harwich's control. That would be the closest Falmouth would keep it in this one. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th gave the Mariners the 4-0 lead into the 7th, and it didn't stop there. Larson turns his defense into offense, scores Capisi from third to make it 5-0, and do you hear that? Be quiet, you might be able to. It's the sound of a possible run rule. Trent Grindlinger certainly did. It's a grand salami for the Mariners. 6 runs in the 8th inning to make it 13-0 and a shortened 8-inning game. Overall, very solid performances once again from this Mariners team. The starter in lax 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 4 Ks. Solier has been fantastic for this team. 3 for 5 in yesterday's game. And of course, the grand slam there as well for the Mariners. And Falmouth going to want to step up their performances. They were top of the West going into the game. They leave it now second.
A pretty devastating performance from Falmouth yesterday, and they're definitely going to be trying to get back into the win column today, Casey.
Yeah, and I think Bourne has done a good job of limiting the top guys against opponents. We saw Orleans' top 3 hitters, I think, went 1 for 12 last night combined. Obviously, guys like Tig Davis, some of those top dogs for Katuitt didn't play against Bourne. So the Braves have done a pretty good job of limiting those best hitters. Sometimes they haven't even been in the lineup. But Ben Slanker is going to be a guy to watch out for Falmouth today. He's a guy who can hit the ball really hard out of the infield. He's had a couple of home runs this season. I think if the Bourne Braves can stop the top of the order from producing, this is a game where Madden Clement can ride and maybe even go 5 innings.
On top of that, this Falmouth team steps in here with a multiple-year playoff drought. They want to work their way back into the West playoffs. I mean, to miss the West playoffs, you got to be the worst team in the entire conference. All the top 4 make it besides that last team. They want to come here, perform well. This is a Bourne team that stopped their streak last year. They were #1 in the West when Bourne played them for the first time last year. Every game after that, they fell down in the rankings pretty dramatically. So this is a revenge game, I'm sure, for the Falmouth organization, and we'll see how they can do it.
And it'll be interesting to see how Madden Clement plays today against those top hitters, as Casey said. But later on, we're going to talk to our beat reporter, Nate Laird, about his pitching. Casey also got an interview with field manager Scott Landers, and I'll be talking to infielder Garrett Michelle after the break.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Back at Doran Park, ahead of Braves versus Commodores, Casey Kasliner joined alongside Braves field manager Scott Landers. Coach, the past 2 games, it really feels like the offense has started to explode. What adjustments have you seen the batters make to get back on track?
I think they're just getting adjusted to wood better, being out here for 2 weeks now, and just having better quality at bats and seeing pitches. But I I agree with you. Overall, the last couple games have been pretty good.
Last night in Orleans, it was very windy, but Cal Sefcik, Derek Pitts, among others, made some big defensive plays. How important were those guys, especially the wind?
They were huge. The wind was really playing a part in last night's game. The first 7 innings or 6 innings, it was blowing a different direction than, 2 more innings, and then it died down. But we played really good defense, and we pitched really well.
Andrew Costello got on base 4 times, including his first home run of the season. What have you seen from him early in the season?
Quality at-bats, good at-bats, and having a good approach to what he's trying to do and sticking to his plan.
On the pitching side, Jaden Alba goes 5 scoreless innings. It was the longest starting outing by a Brave this season. What was working for him in his start?
He threw all his pitches for strikes, one right after another. First pitch strikes were at a really good percentage. 2 out of 3, what we call them, chase to 3, was a really good percentage. So,
Madden Clement gets the ball today after a really solid start or solid relief appearance on opening day against Chatham. What led to him getting the start today?
We just early on we wanted to get him a couple innings and get him out there and just get him ready for the start today.
Coach, thank you so much, and we will send it back upstairs.
Thank you to Casey and Coach Landers. I'm now joined by Nate Laird, the Bourne Braves beat reporter. Nate, 2 new pitchers again today. Who are they?
That's right. For the Braves on the mound today, we've got Madden Clement, the lefty from Virginia Tech. Some Red Sox fans might recognize him. He's the son of former Red Sox pitcher Matt Clement, an MLB All-Star. For Madden, 8 appearances this past season, had a 3.95 ERA for the Hokies. He's in the transfer portal right now, also eligible for the MLB draft. He's a guy to watch out for. And on the other side, we've got Kenyon Collins, the righty out of Marshall. 14 starts this past season, 72 innings. He's a guy I'm looking for to provide a little depth today for them. We haven't seen many starters go that long in the Cape, kind of on strict pitch limits. But he's a guy who started all season, may be available to go a little longer for them today.
So taking these 2 starters into account today, can I get a score prediction?
Yeah, I say the Braves are going to stay hot. We're looking at an 8-4 win today for the Bravos.
Nate, I don't think you could literally say anything else because you work for the Bourne Braves. But anyway, I got an interview with Garrett Michelle, so let's go check it out. Today I'm here with Garrett Michelle, an infielder. Garrett, this is your 3rd season with Bourne. Why come back and be a Bravo again?
Just the opportunity presented itself, and this place is heaven on earth. I love this place. I can't take it for granted. It's just so much fun being able to play under Landers and the staff here. It's been a blast.
You weren't here last summer, but you were in 2023 and 2024. How do those previous teams compare to this one today?
Yeah, this team's a lot of fun. I think I've said this is probably the most fun I've had with the team so far, and it's pretty early on, so we got to keep it going. But it's been a blast with these guys. They're all fun. They all like to have fun, but get after it when the game time happens.
Based on your past seasons, how have you grown as a player?
Yeah, I feel like I've matured a lot. I've had 2 injuries in my college career that I feel like have matured me a lot and just made me a different kind of player. It makes me see the game differently, and I'm very, very grateful for it.
How'd you overcome those injuries? Was it just a mental thing?
Yeah, I think, you just got to push yourself daily. I think it's one of those things where it's like you're down and you're hurt, and it's just one of those things where you can either cripple or you can stand up and kind of fight through it. With how much I love this game, there's no way I was just going to let it fall over and let that be take advantage of me.
Yeah, definitely. Yesterday, you guys got your 2nd consecutive win. How do you make it number 3 today?
I think we just continue to just push each other to be the best we can every single day and kind of, just enjoy playing this game. I feel like this team, when we are kind of joking around, but being serious in the game, but just having fun with each other, I think that's when we play our best.
Garrett, thanks so much.
Of course.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Welcome back into Tomahawk Talk. Cadence Kilhoff alongside Devin Jarvis and Casey Kasliner. And the Bravos looking to extend that win streak to 3.
It's going to be important. Bourne kind of tries to capitalize on the wins that we've seen recently from them. This is a team that really has a chance to go on a streak. They've been playing some fantastic baseball, and there's no doubt that the top 3 teams in the league right now are YD, Harwich, and Bourne. Bourne faces YD tomorrow, and their only loss of the season has come to the Harwich Mariners. If they can continue to understand that they are a top dog in this team with, I would say, the most talented roster from top to bottom, if you just look at the schools where these players are coming from, they should win these games. And Falmouth has escaped with a good record right now, 3-2, but this is certainly a winnable game for Bourne, especially with Madden Clement on the mound.
Yeah, and Bourne will need to limit the strikeout. We talked about it a little bit last night against Orleans, but 14 Ks out of the 27 outs total is just too many, and not enough walks for Bourne. Only 4 total yesterday. If the Braves can limit the strikeouts, take good at-bats, especially when you don't have Riker Waite in the lineup, a guy who's known to take good at-bats, when some of these guys can come in, extend counts, force the pitch count up on the opposing pitchers, that's going to be huge today in being able to extend the game and take an early lead.
Well, all will be revealed in just a few moments. The next time you see us, these guys will be on the call, and you'll see me on the sidelines.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.